Whoa!
What?
Can you believe that?
What?
Did you hear all those humans and their pets cheering for us?
I heard a lot of something. I'm not sure what that was. It sounded like a cacophony of animals and humans in harmony.
Yeah. It's crazy that all the humans taught them to sound like people
Yeah.
cheering.
Yeah.
That's what's impressive.
But really, in a way, did the animals teach the humans how to sound like animals? Who saved whom?
Who's the rescue?
Who's
the rescue? I'm the rescue.
Hey folks, this is ABCD, American-born Chatty Desis. It's a podcast within a live stream within our lives as two American-born Desis. It's a pod duckin'. But before we get started chatting about our culture, the things that affect us, our lives, our childhoods, and our current futures, I gotta introduce our co-host here. He's just a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? It's Sandy Paris.
Oh, yes. And I will introduce our host for this week, a man who, when he's not out chasing lasers, he's right here in this podcast booth. That's Omar Najam.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Folks, this is a show for anyone out there who, like us, is just navigating your cultural identity and you want to chat it out. That's what we're here to do.
Can I just say, I know you accidentally did that out of order, but I kind of like the vibe of it. And I feel like we should keep that.
Here's what the show is, but you know what?
On tap for today, we're going to have our 3 segments as we often do. The first is our chakra check-in. We're going to talk about pets. We love them. We can't live without them, maybe, kind of. I don't know. Actually, I lived without pets for a long time because my family was not into pets, and I think a lot of Indian families not into pets. We'll talk about that. And then we're going to get into a game where we're going to do the ABCD Pets Name Generator. That's right. This week, we polled our following, our lovely Discord followers and whatnots, and asked them for pictures of their pets, their names of their pets, and the story behind their name. And we're going to have to guess. We're just going to see the pictures, and we're going to have to guess which one, what their names are. We have to guess their names. Yeah. And I'm sure we're going to get them painfully wrong and make up really, really ridiculous reasons why we think our name is better. And then we have the Desi of the Week, and that's our show.
That's it. That's it. Folks, we have some wonderful sponsors here that are helping us out today, keeping the lights on for us, the laser pointers pointing. The first sponsor we got is DesiQuest. That's right. This is an actual play TTRPG set in a South Asian mythology-inspired universe built by star GM Jasmine, that Bronze Girl Buller, with a stellar cast that includes Critical Role darling Anjali Bhamani, Dimension 20 darling Rekha Shankar, and 2 more darlings, Sandeep and me.
Darjeeling
darlings. My God, folks, our trailer is up. Am I not mistaken in saying that?
Our trailer is super up right now. Trailer is up. You can go to DesiQuest.com for that. And we're about to launch some juicy stuff as we head towards our actual show launch. So things I can't talk about, so I'm going to stop talking. But I'm very excited for you to see the things that are happening. And if you want to follow all those things, you can go to DesiQuest.com, sign up for our mailing list. That would be hugely helpful. And there's also merch on our website. Okay, it's so you can get T-shirts and stuff. All right, you can be that person that's like, people are like, wait, what band is that? What is that? And you're like, yeah, you don't even know yet. You don't even know.
They're better live.
Yeah, you can be the ones that discovered us before anybody else.
Are you wearing the shirt right now? Am I wrong?
I actually am wearing the shirt. Look at that.
It's so good.
It's so good. I love it.
It's such a dope shirt. It's for those who are listening in. It's a mandala design, sort of a rainbow colored mandala design with a dimension, with a D20 at the center of it. Not a Dimension 20. That's a different show. With a 20-sided dice, right?
With at the center
dab in
of Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah, exactly. It's just Sam Reish's face. Yeah, so you can get that T-shirt for your own hot bod
That's right. That's
over at
right.
DesiQuest.com.
And also, if you want to support us in any other way, you can be our second group of sponsors, our patrons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love our Patreons, and to do that, that's what supports this show directly. You go to patreon.com/EffinFunny, EFFIN funny. And we've got multiple tiers for contribution, cool subscriber benefits, including getting your name listed in the show at the end of the show. And we're going to be singing your name in a genre of the live audience is choosing.
My God.
Yeah.
My
So
God.
again, support a couple of Desis in the creative arts. Help us keep the ABCD lights on. That's patreon.com/EffinFunny, EFFIN funny.
What number episode is this?
27 according to
this
run a show sheet. Yeah. Pretty good.
That's we're coming up on we're coming up on what, halfway of a year?
I think yeah,
52,
I don't
52?
I don't know time. I have a
Okay.
4-year-old. I don't know when anything started. But yeah, 27 episodes in, our
My
baby
God.
can drive, can drink, can buy porn, can
A real ruffian, a real 1950s ruffian you're describing, a real rebel
Yeah.
without a cause.
gets good insurance rates because they're over 25, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Can rent a
yeah.
car. Okay, I'll stop.
So this week we're talking about pets. Should we go ahead and head over to our first segment?
I think we should.
All right, let's go to our Chakra check-in. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, baby pets.
Oh,
Pets.
baby pets.
I mean, they're loyal. They're cute. They're besties in the whole wide
Yes.
world.
Yes.
And yet, for me growing up,
Mhm.
it was always like people who had pets were strange from the point of view of my family. It was
I
like,
see. Okay.
like they're like, oh, Babu Uncle, yeah, he's got a cat. Should we
Like, I don't know about this.
like? It's like I don't know if that was the same experience for you. So I'm curious. Like, did you grow up with pets?
We did. Yeah. So I grew up we started with fish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's like the gateway pet.
That's the gateway pet because you're like,
Yeah.
it's just fish. It's just
Yeah.
fish. And my parents could be
You're not
like, yeah, they don't
cuddling
really
a
have
fish.
feelings. It was, well, here's the thing. My mom had a cat. My dad grew up on a farm in Pakistan. So
Oh.
he like didn't really understand why have pets.
Unless you're
and
gonna
it's-
breed them for like milking or
Yeah,
devouring?
exactly. He's like, well, there's no wool.
yeah, exactly.
We can't make a coat.
I keep shaving this pit bull and it's just not.
It's nothing. The
there's-
hair is so coarse.
Yeah, this hat I made out of it is
It's
not very
nothing.
becoming.
Keith in. But so like my dad was never like it was like you can get like small creatures as pets because it makes sense to him. Like, yeah, you're trapping a thing. So then like I had, like
As long as it's caged and trapped.
yeah, it's like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like as long as I don't have run in the house. I
You
then
could-
had frogs.
Yeah. Son, you can
And-
have a tiny zoo in your house.
You
just
could- yeah.
just caged animals littered throughout your bedroom.
anything bigger than a lizard, my dad would react to as if we were proposing Jurassic Park. Like he's
Yeah.
just like Sam Neill. He's like, you can't do this. You don't know
The
what
question's
you're
not
doing.
can you do this? The question is should you?
You were too busy playing God, trying to get a dog. So I had frogs, and I was so emotionally attached to
Frogs.
these frogs
Amazing.
because I love
How-
frogs.
Yeah, how long does a frog last?
Well, it's funny you asked that, Sandeep, because the thing is, we went to on a road trip to Seattle, and we were in a Godfather's Pizza, and Ricky Martin's "She's All I Ever Had" started to play on the radio, and I stopped and I just turned to my parents and I went, "My frog just died," and I just like turned to them and I was like, "My frog just died." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, my frog 100% just died. I just know it. And we got
Sorry that I
back, and
laughed. I feel bad.
sure enough,
Yeah.
the frog had passed.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. So
So
ants are not very long. They don't last very long.
yeah, well, I might have gotten an old frog. It's hard to say. Also, my friend who gifted me the frogs, because he knew I loved frogs, didn't tell my parents. So at a birthday party, he gave me a cup, and he was like, "Don't cover this." And I was like, "Okay." And then I looked inside, and there were frogs. And I was like, "Yes." And my mom's like, "We don't have anything to take care of these with."
What do you feed frogs? Like lettuce and stuff? Like I don't know what.
No,
Because that's what you do with
live
turtles,
crickets,
right?
buddy.
Live
Live
crickets.
crickets.
It's always weird to me when you have an animal that you have to feed another animal to. That like could potentially. I mean, like a cricket can't be a pet, but like like those little mice that people feed to their snakes.
A
I
cricket
feel
can't
like
be a
I'm
pet.
like, couldn't that mouse be an adorable pet that you just? Oh my god!
That's Stuart Little. That's my
Yeah.
brother.
Exactly. It's like how far away is that from a hamster?
Yeah.
Right. Not very
So
far.
after that we got a dog. But before I embark on that, how about you? What was your growing up? Your parents were not pet people.
So I thought this was like I think this is a pretty common Indian immigrant experience, or first generation experience. Like my friends, of course, had tons of pets, and then my family was like super anti. My mom is practically zoophobic. Like a dog comes up to her and she freezes and she can't.
Zoophobic. Okay, got it.
I don't even know if that's a real term or a term I made up, but she's afraid of all animals. And like, my dad, he seemed very indifferent. He doesn't. Yeah, he also kind of he doesn't freak out like my mom does, but he sort of just he like will not pet a dog really. That's not
animal.
Interest. Yeah, it's like they're dirty. They're out. And they grew up in Baroda, or Vadodara as it's now called, and it's a big city, and like all the animals there, nobody had pets there. They all had like if you had a dog, it was like the alley's dog. It was like everyone at Golakari, which is where they're from, like in the street corner or whatever. It's like that's the whole block's dog.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And the dog lives outside.
Yeah, you don't let it in your house. It's like disgusting. Like to them, it's like disgusting. You might as well just be like walking a cow around in your house. They just have no, you know what I mean? Like, so there was no concept of a pet really for them growing up. And so when they came here, I just think they thought it was so, so gross. And then and that was like pretty much prevalent in the entire community that we hung out with in like the Boston area. Indians that we hung out with, like almost nobody had pets growing up. But then like I'm seeing now this whole shift where like now that we're the dads and moms and that we're having kids and stuff, and like we want to have our own pets or whatever. I'm just seeing this whole generation of dadas and dadis and like bas and nanas and nannies be introduced to their first pet.
Doggo daddies, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like kind of amazing. Like I had an ex-girlfriend who had a dog, and when we were together, and my parents were like, oh gosh, we're not gonna want to come over as much or whatever. But then they end up falling in love with the dog.
Yes.
After a while, and it's like, it's kind of cool to see like a 72-year-old person like discover a new part of their heart.
Yeah.
That's like, I never knew I could love like this,
That's a really good way to put it, because it's my dad, my youngest sibling, and their wife live at home with my parents, and they have a cat. And my parents were like, when they moved in, my parents were like, we don't want a cat running around the house. We don't want this. Like the cat can visit, but we don't want a cat running around. And I think what they didn't realize is that we would stop talking to them in general as adults. And so the social structure that they're used to fell apart. So now the thing keeping them company and yelling at them for food is on a grandchild. It's a cat. And I think that they just shift and they're like, oh, the grandkitty. Yeah. And so like now, like for Christmas, like the cat gets the most gifts. It's like so many treats, and they're just like constantly just like doing the like giving kisses and stuff to the cat, and I'm just like, this is
my gosh,
turned around so much. It's the golden child.
like so like my parents were Gujaratis, so we're averse to buying things for each other.
Mm-hmm.
If they freaking went out and got a cat or a dog, and then they started buying that dog pets, presents, I would have some serious jealousy. Like I would have some like real. I think it would bring up a lot of stuff. I feel like it'd be like calling my therapist from like New Hampshire, where my parents are from, and being like, "I need to talk to you, man. This is fucked up. Like I can't deal with fucking Spike getting all
Getting all the love.
gifts. Yeah, that's crazy.
Um, for you, what chakra does the idea of pets activate?
Oh, okay. Let's just check in with my actual chakras right now.
Yeah,
Deep breath.
because you are currently without pet.
I'm currently without pet. I miss. I mean, here's the thing about having an ex who it's their pet, right? But then the dog like loves you so much, and you're like, I feel like the dog would choose me. Like I felt like that way. I don't know if that was true, you know. So I did want to. I was hoping we'd be able to, just see, like, all right, let's both call the dog at the same time and see who it goes to, and that's who keeps it. But there was none of that. No, there's none of that. Like it was her dog to begin with, and so of course,
Yeah.
but I guess I mean I don't know how I can't say it's not the anahata the heart chakra. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
It feels like it's the one, right? Like it's like love, acceptance, compassion. It feels like pets, at least dogs in particular, right? Like, I don't know if it's just a projection. For dogs, I feel like it is true love, but I felt like I did have a hamster growing up. My mom did cave, and finally, like there was like somebody at work giving away a hamster, and so it was free. So she felt like I should take it, and she was freaked out. She was so scared. She's holding this like she put a towel over the cage. She didn't want to look at it, and I remember her bringing it home, and I was so excited, like, oh my god, we have a pet, and I love that hamster Tasha so much. Like it was like, and again, I don't know if it was all projection, but I feel like we were connected. And anytime another creature is like doting on you, it makes you feel validated and like at one with the world a little bit more. And that's what I think pets do. They make us, they connect us a little bit more to this crazy planet.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. Like I genuinely like there is like it's heart chakra. As much as I want to be like it's the lowest of low chakras because that is like a grounding aspect. Like I do think that it comes from the heart. That like it is and I think that, not to talk about such a mournful topic, but I think it really drives home like when you lose like losing pets to me, I think has affected me more than like losing some like distant family members where I am just like, this is a part of me. Like the souls become so enmeshed. And it doesn't matter like kind of honestly like what creature it is. I know that like we are really close to dogs and cats, in the US as pets, but like I know people who have lost like lizards, and it's just and various other animals as pets, and it's just like it is a part of you that you kind of just like release back to whatever natural cycle this all is, and it's a wild thing to be a part of.
Back to the mud, back to the earth. I think like it's funny. Our chats blowing up here. There's a lot of opinions about this. Nervous Rex, known Indian chatter, says we had a dog growing up, and a few of my other first gen Indian friends did too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From our perspective, it would have been like, oh, that's the weird house. Like,
right.
My parents would have been like, they got a pet. They had that weird. So yeah, death warmed over. I like dogs, but I've been bitten many times. I should be afraid of them. Yeah. I had to learn how to interface with a dog. Like I had to learn the language of how to show confidence and be kind of an alpha, and like that was something I had to learn like later in life. So for me, it was like I never had a dog growing up, and I knew I was dating this girl. I had to go to her house. I knew she had a dog, and I was like, I have to walk in there with like extra confidence, because the last thing I want to do is have oh no, I'm gonna be bit face, right? Like like that face. That's not a sexy face.
No,
you're probably not hooking up that night if she sees that face. So I had to like go in there and be like, I love dogs. I'm gonna connect with this dog. and
You became
like,
an
learn its
animorph that
language.
night.
I did. I walked right in there, and that dog loved me. And she was like, "He always barks at people. He's not barking at you at all." And I'm like, "Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Want to make out?"
A real something about Mary situation that you pulled. Congratulations.
Here's a cool thing from chat. I want to throw at you, Omar. I listened to a podcast about non-human intimacy, which is what this sounds like. Dogs generate the same hormones as babies when they look you in the eye.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
So whatever, like, cocktail of dopamine, serotonin, whatever, all those lovely chemicals. Same exact ones as when a dog looks at you.
I mean, a big strategy that a lot of mammals took was, rather than just like, my genes need to go forward, it's like, oh, I recognize you as similar to me. I'm happy to help you out, that sort of thing.
Okay, I'm being corrected. It's oxytocin that we're getting? Oxytocin.
It's oxytocin. That's the huge amount of chemical that's released when you experience childbirth, if I'm not mistaken. To be like, hey, it was like somewhat worth it. This was
you get a lot. You get like a total cocktail.
Wow.
But yeah, for sure, oxytocin is a big one. So it's like, look, you don't need antidepressants. Just get a puppy.
Yeah.
Let's get a puppy. Let's put a dent in that pharma bill, or those pharma companies.
Let's go from big pharma to big dog clothing.
Yeah. Well, let's go from that chakra check-in. I feel like we nailed it. Right into our next segment, the game, the ABCD Pets Name Generator. Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
Okay, baby. Let's do this. I've already sort of explained it, so I won't get into crazy detail. But basically, we're gonna see pictures of pets from our community. We're gonna get a sort of multiple choice of what the names could possibly be for that pet.
Okay.
We have to then guess what we think it is and give our reason why.
Okay.
Our judge Delvin will decide, obviously, if we got it correct, and if our reason is close enough to get a bonus point for it as well.
So there's 2 potential points on each one, and the final round is actually a multi-pet. So there's a lot of points on the line at the finale as well. So if you're lagging behind, there's a little bit more coming in the last one to catch you up.
Someone is a Hydra? Jinx. Jinx and the magical creatures joke.
All right, let's get this going.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh
so this
my
is the first
goodness.
one. So I'm also going to let you know who submitted these pets. So you're going to have a little bit of background. Maybe if you know the psychology of this like supporter, maybe you can piece out sort of names they might use for the animals. So we got a few here from Hunter P. Brown, regular supporter of the pod and other EffinFunny things. So this is the first of a few cats we've got from Hunter. So is the name of this cat A, Nightcrawler, B, Ninja, C, Shadow, or D, hydrochloric acid?
HCl, just the chemical. Who's your little HCl? So for those at home listening, we're looking at a black cat. I mean, this is you could see this out of a Halloween decoration with piercing yellow eyes.
Yes. Presenting to us a bouquet of flowers and a Tabasco bottle.
That's right. I mean, listen, I feel like this is the obvious place to. I mean, any of these could work, right?
Okay.
I want to say Nightcrawler just because. See, now I'm nervous that's like, that's the nerd one. So you and you.
God.
That's the one that Delvin would have picked to throw me off.
Yeah.
What were the other ones? Shadow and what else?
Your other options were B, Ninja, C, Shadow, or D, hydrochloric acid.
I'm going Shadow hard, and I'm right.
I'm going Ninja.
This cat moves in the shadows.
All right, we're locked in, and
I'm locking in Ninja.
Sandeep, you got it right. It is indeed Ninja.
Yes.
No.
What is the backstory?
I just felt like that of what I know about Hunter, he's kind of like, he's kind of metal. He's a big rig driver. I yeah, I just feel like he was gonna go with something that has blades and can kill in the dark.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
All right, backstory for your bonus.
Oh, that's what.
That is your backstory. It's just like because he's really metal.
Oh, I see. I'm okay. I get it now. So because I got it right, I can try for the backstory. Yeah, I guess that. You know what? I don't know what show it is, but I think he likes anime and like anime that is related to ninjas, and so that's why he named it Ninja.
All right, that is not it. It's just named that because of how feisty and sneaky he was. It wasn't a specific reference to any material. So it's a nice try, though. You still got your point.
Nice try. Still anyone's game.
All right.
Take that point.
Oh,
this is number 2
kitty.
in our initial Hunter P. Brown lineup.
Whiskers.
All right, so this beautiful little cat, is this cat's name A, Maggie, B, Whiskers, C, Salt and Pepper, or D, Existential Dread?
I like your funny ones. And I know that one of these times it's going to be that answer. Existential Dread. ED. Yeah, ED means something very different. I mean, I almost feel like I have to vote for Whiskers because I said it, but
you said it. Lean into it.
You do yours first. I'm scared.
Lean into the wrong answer. I'm going Salt and Pepper.
I know.
Salt and Pepper.
I think it's also Salt and Pepper, but you know what? What were the other ones? It was Whiskers, and what was the first one?
A, Maggie, B, Whiskers, C, Salt and Pepper, or D, Existential Dread?
I'm going to go with Maggie. I'm going to go with Maggie.
Maggie.
Yeah. I don't know. Just feeling like a person. She looks like a Maggie.
Yeah.
Are you locked in all those answers? Because you're changing your answers a lot. I need to know.
No, I'm locked. Maggie.
I'm Salt and Pepper all the way.
Locked at Maggie and locked at Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper, sorry.
Thank you.
Sandeep, you got it right. This is indeed Maggie.
No, what?
Come on. I know my people.
You gotta connect with Hunter P. Brown better,
this?
Omar. I gotta say, like you two really need to spend more time together to really get on the
I've
same
been
wavelength.
trying. I thought that it would be Sir Patrick Stewart.
All right, Sandeep, and for your bonus points. So again, I'm not asking for your justification why you picked it. I'm asking for what was Hunter or whoever named the animal's justification for naming it.
You're not gonna get this.
Hunter loves the movie Secretary, and Maggie Gyllenhaal stars as the secretary, and so I think that's why it's named after Maggie Gyllenhaal. Let's go, baby!
What a pull!
It was a nice go. Actually, she was named Maggie already at the adoption agency.
Oh, I was gonna
say like, so just stuck with. You know what?
Ah.
Yeah. The adoption named it. She was found with the deceased original owner and was like toothpick size, but they got her back up to health. And that.
I was gonna say already named because that's what Tasha, my hamster, was already named. I didn't pick the name Tasha.
Nope, you went with the secretary reference.
I wanted to. All right.
Next time. Okay.
Next.
This is the last of our Hunter P. Bound trifecta of initial cats.
It's all Hunter all the time.
Baby.
So this little beauty, is this A, Sunny, B, Crystal, C, Angel, or D, Form 1040A?
God, I want it to be 1048.
Is that attack?
Ironically, all four of these are perfectly fine, like exotic dancer names as well.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Ooh, did you see 1048's double D's? Okay. What? Say them again.
A, Sunny, B,
Yeah.
Crystal, C, Angel, or D, Form 1040A?
She is an angel and a. What do you? I'm gonna go. I'll go first since you've been going first.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Angel.
Oh, wow.
Just looks like a little angel.
I was going to go with Angel too, but now that you said it, I'm going to go with Crystal.
Okay.
All right, you're both locked in?
Yes. Thank you.
Sandeep, you are on a roll. Did you two like you two have like a DM session you were doing before the episode on what names were going in there?
What is this horseplay?
You've been scrolling through his social media feed to like dig up everybody's animal histories. Well, apparently not their histories. You haven't got any histories right, but you're getting names right so far. All right. Why is this cat named Angel?
We're lovers. Why is that cat? I mean, she looks like a beautiful little angel. Maybe it was like maybe he was in like a down time in his life, and then adopted the cat, and then was like, this was my angel, like my
who
guy
saved whom? Yeah.
Yeah, who saved who kind of thing. Like, well, I'm naming her angel.
Well, it's a nice setup, but it's the other way around. It was them saving them. This is the only one of the three that was a rescue as opposed to an adopted cat.
Oh.
Yeah, but
so
still,
Hunter's wife named this cat Angel because she was saved to like a normal happy life. So, but nice try.
wait, she named him Angel because they saved her.
Yep.
I'm gonna give Hunter's wife.
You never saved an angel before?
You don't
you
save
get
angels.
rewarded.
Angels save you.
With like infinite dates. That's like a biblical story.
All right. Okay.
All right. So
I have objections, but okay.
This is known Indian Nervous Rex's cat.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him out as previously identified by Steve and Omar as that.
Mentioned.
If that get clipped out of context, it's going to sound really weird for me to call it out.
Yeah.
Outed Indian.
So Nervous Rex's cat is this A, Nala, B, Cookie, C, Harry P, or D, 300 bees in a trench coat?
Nala. I'm going Nala. I'm locking it in before Sandeep can get it to it.
Shit,
it's Nala.
Okay. What was the second one again? Cookie?
The second option was Cookie, B.
And then what was the third option?
Third option is Harry P.
I don't think he's that big of a Harry Potter fan, is he?
Well, in my notes it doesn't
No.
say Harry Potter, it just says Harry P. I don't know.
Harry
I don't know if that's
P.
supposed to be Harry Potter or something else.
If you're gonna do
Harry
Harry
Styles'
P,
middle name starts with P. Harry
like-
P. Styles.
here's what I'm thinking. Like, if you're say it was your job, Omar, to make up the fake names.
Right, it is.
Say it was that.
Okay.
Would you make up out of the blue Harry P?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah. Anything to throw you off, I would.
All right.
No, I wouldn't. I
wouldn't,
wouldn't. It's
right?
so specific. It's really
so
specific.
weirdly specific. Like, why would?
It does. Yeah, it's not a go-to animal name.
Right. I would never pull that. So I'm gonna say just on that, and it's for this metagaming move. I'm gonna go with Harry P. But in my heart, I kind of feel like it's Cookie. But here we go. Harry P. locked in.
Stop.
Different noise because that time it's Omar. Take it away. This is indeed Nala. Omar, why did Nervous Rex name this cat Nala?
Nala is the lioness from The Lion King. And clearly, looking at Nala, the cat that we just saw, she's a queen.
I'm sure that would be a beautiful reason to name this cat Nala, and perhaps somebody did use this reasoning, but Nervous Rex's reasoning is, you've heard this before, that was her name in the shelter, and they're like, yeah, we're going to keep that.
Oh my
on.
God.
So if we had we just picked that was her name from the shelter over and over again, we would have scored 2 bonus points.
There are two cases now where somebody's reason for the name was, well, that was their name at the shelter, and we kept it. Yeah.
This is like bubbling sea. Like.
Yeah.
All right, anyone's game. Yes, look at this little child.
Why is everybody's got cats? This is the thing about my EffinFunny Discord. Everyone's a cat owner. There's no dogs.
There are dogs in here. I'm putting these in the order they were submitted. So as it happens, all the dog people just procrastinated a lot, and the cat people were right on time. That's what you're seeing in the trend.
That tracks. That tracks.
So this is Banshee's cat. Is this cat's name A, Cleopatra, B, Cookie, C, Loki, or D, hashtag?
Sandeep, you get first pick.
Cleopatra, Loki, Cookie again.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Just saying. So they did write Harry P. I want to get behind that.
For the record, some of these were written by Diego, and I wrote some of these, so I was not involved in the Harry P.
That changes things if Diego's in the mix. That's a level of chaos we're not ready for.
But I did write 300 bees in a trench coat. That one was me on that one. So
now
you got me.
Banshee seems like a classy lady. Okay.
Okay.
So in the interactions I've had with her, so I'm gonna go Cleopatra, based on that.
So you're going Cleopatra. That's so interesting because I'm going Loki.
Okay.
Right. And Omar, you are finally making up some ground. This is indeed Loki.
Boom.
Why? Why is this Loki?
God of mischief. Mischief reasoning. Something to do with mischief.
I mean, yeah, that is the reasoning. His name is Loki now because he's a true god of mischief. As it happens, Sandeep, this cat was actually originally named Cleopatra when they were adopted and changed to Loki. So
who's really right?
So you're on the same wavelength as somebody who would abandon this cat. Is basically where we're at.
Got it. Okay, great.
All right.
With the abandoners.
Did I get the reason right?
Yeah, you got the reason. That's the reasoning is because he's a true god of mischief. So.
Wow.
Guess what? We are tied up, Sandeep.
Up. All right.
Damn it.
So this will be Zyle the Eager's cat we've got here.
Lazy.
And this is the last of the cats we've got. So going forward after this, no more cats. It's pure dog show all around.
Okay.
Pure dogs.
So is this cat's name A, Marbles, B, Susan, C, Vivi, or D, patreon.com/EffinFunny?
That's good. It should be. Should be.
Named after our sponsors. Okay.
I'm going Marble.
Oh, I wanted Marble. Fuck. Okay.
You can both choose the same name if you want. You're just not gonna.
Let's do it for one.
If you both think it's right, you probably should pick the points.
Let's both go Marble. Let's both go in.
Don't peer pressure me. Okay, I'll go Marble. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, so you're both locked in.
Maybe we have to have different reasons though.
Yep.
Okay, good, because I wanted to make sure I could use this noise at some point. Because yeah, you're
both
locked in on the wrong answer. I'm sorry. This cat is actually Vivi.
Vivi? Why Vivi?
Since nobody got this right, so Vivi is from Final Fantasy IX. The black coat on top represents the black mage, and the white belly represents the character's pure heart. But unlike the character, this little jerk hates everyone and only tolerates Zyle the Eager. It doesn't entirely live up to the namesake, but that is the reasoning for the naming there.
I love how specific and like, you know, they really thought that through. Okay, it wasn't just like, sorry, I'm throwing a little shade here. It's not just like, oh, hey, there's what was named at the shelter.
I mean, a lot of people included a lot of like information about their animal, but as far as the detail on why they got the name, I think that was actually the most well documented name reasoning that I received. I actually had to edit it down a bit.
I bet. Did I send you an essay? It was amazing.
It was great. It was great material. We only had to edit for time. We weren't editing for quality. It's great. All right. Next up. So we are now in dog mode. Get ready for the dogs.
We're in dog mode.
This is Norbicorn's dog. Is this dog here A, Scriffy, B, Tuna Can, C, Dollop, or D, Locked Differential?
Dollop.
Scriffy.
Let's go.
I got it.
Nicely done, Omar. Indeed, this is Scriffy.
Shit, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Why is this dog's named Scriffy?
It's a Han Solo reference. Instead of Scruffy Nerf herder, it's Scriffy.
All right, Sunday. I'm gonna leave this to you to decide whether he got close enough on that. So the dog used to be named Scruffy. At some point in the system, at the rescue in the system, the name got an error in the name, and the name got turned into Scriffy with a Y in the middle. But the dog responded better to Scriffy, so they kept that. But Scruffy was the original dog's name.
I'm gonna give it to him. I think that's pretty good.
Because I mean, he did get that it was coming from. It actually was Scruffy, just not necessarily why they changed it.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's so funny. Our family dog was originally going to be named Blotchy, and then we went to go print her name tag, and there's too many letters. So then we changed it to Inky because she had like black and white splotches, and that became her name. Nice. And it was just because physically we couldn't fit the letters.
Sorry, it's too long.
Yep. You know?
Oh, look at this.
You gotta get creative with the constraints. Right. Okay.
So now,
this is gonna be great for the audio podcast. Oh, we got a video.
Yeah, we got some video. We got some video. This one, a couple of people got videos in.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So this is Danny, known as Danny's Corner in Twitch chat's dog.
Oh, who's a good puppy?
So
you guys,
is this?
If you're,
go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna. If you're on the audio podcast, you got to jump over to our YouTube and check this out. I mean,
you got to see this vid.
Yeah,
cute.
Or if somebody's watching the live stream, clip these out so that people can at least find these animals.
Oh yeah.
This is such a good dog.
You might win clip of the week. Who knows?
Names for this dog. Is this A, Oreo, B, Michael, C, Domino, or D, error, name cannot be null?
I'll let you go first.
Domino.
But that's my feeling too. I want to go Domino as well.
You're both locked in going Domino?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Domino, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Michael.
Michael.
This is Michael.
Of course. Look at it. It's a little Michael.
It's Michael.
No, we got that right. So backstory on the name. So Danny's father named the dog after Danny's uncle, which is why the dog's name is Michael. Also sometimes Mickey. The dog is also sometimes referred to as a cat due to its cat-like behavior.
What's his cat-like behavior? Just like being a.
So this is a cat, actually.
I didn't get full details on the Cali, but I'm sure they're in chat right now. So after the podcast, you can get in
they're in chat right now, and I love this. They're in chat right now. Like, am I in a meeting right now? Yes. Did I take time to pop in anyway? Yes.
I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, anything for your beautiful dog. That's
come on for your doggo. You got to.
So we are now. This is the final one. All right. This is a multi-pet photo. As you can see, there are multiple
and I'm down by
in this
2.
photo. And as it happens,
this is your chance.
This is worth double.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to do them. You're gonna have to get them both at the same time.
I'm
Anyone's game
There's
here.
2 pets here to get them right. So, these are D-Man's cats. You know D-Man. So D-Man's cats, are they A, Sable and Bruce, B, Hella and Bruce, or C, Sable and Hella, or D, thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps us out.
Sable and Bruce and Hella are the choices, right?
Thank you for subscribing. It helps us
out. The three names that were in the non-joke pool, yes, were Sable, Bruce, and Hella in each possible combination of.
I'll let you choose first because you have the most to lose, Sandeep.
Sable, Bruce, and Hella. I don't know why, but I want to lock in Bruce. For some reason, I'm like, Bruce. Bruce is right. Well, I know why, because my dear friend's dog was named Bruce, passed recently, and we love Bruce. So I'm going to lock in Bruce because Bruce is with me right now, helping me out. So Bruce, and then Sable and Hella. Hella, like that's hella good.
In my notes, it is spelled Hela. Don't have any notes to allow you to have backstory of
the Norse.
God Hela.
If that spelling has significance.
Goddess.
Sable, and is Sable also a North goddess? Oh fuck. Okay.
Sable is spelled Sable. If you're currently, I guess, Googling stuff to try to compete in this pet guessing game.
You're goddamn right. I'm down by 2. I gotta just use. Nobody said no Googling. I never heard no Googling.
All dogs named Sable.
Right, I'm gonna go with Bruce and Hella. That's where I'm going.
Okay, I'm going Sable and Hella.
All right, I appreciate the gentleman's move there, because as you are in the lead,
Thank you.
You could have done a rude thing.
I want to win right.
I appreciate that. So as it happens, this is indeed Hella and Bruce. This is Hella and Bruce.
Let's fucking go.
All tied up. Final round. It's the final bonus question. So, Sandeep, for the possibility to clinch the victory and not be left in a tie, what is the backstory of why these 2 cats are named Hella and Bruce?
I can't believe this.
Okay.
Can I steal it if Sandeep doesn't get it?
We're going to have to because it's tied up. We can't leave this at a tie if he doesn't get it.
I think because I did look.
Because you just looked?
Well, I was looking it up before, so I had the information that Hella was also a character in like the Marvel universe.
Right.
Like a bad guy.
Yeah. Was the main villain in Ragnarok?
Was main villain in Ragnarok. So I'm thinking like something either based on the comic or that movie. Like basically that kitty is up to no good. It's mischievous. It's and then the other one, Bruce. I'm gonna go with they're huge Bruce Campbell fans, and they love Army of Darkness and
Bruce Campbell fans. Well, it's Bruce. What were the 2 names again?
Hella and Bruce.
Bruce and Hella.
Actual names.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a Bruce that's associated with that.
So it's because one is a Ragnarok reference, the other is a Bruce Campbell reference.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. What's your reasoning?
Okay. Well, this is going to complicate things a little bit. So Delvin, this is going to come down to you. But a little known fact that you might notice when you're watching the behind the scenes footage of the film Thor Ragnarok, directed by Taika Waititi.
The best movie in the Thor series. Yes.
Yes.
I'm familiar with it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
is that there is actually a Bruce in that movie, Sandeep.
Fuck, I didn't know. I don't know.
Mr. Bruce Hulk.
Mr. Bruce Hulk, first name Bruce, last
Mr.
name
Bruce Hulk, who turns into the scary Banner. I think it's two references.
Bruce Banner. You're saying it's Bruce Banner.
So you're both saying
Bruce Banner.
You're both saying it's Hela from Marvel. Sandeep,
Yes.
you're saying it's Bruce from Bruce Campbell, and Omar, you're saying it's Bruce as in Bruce Banner in the Marvel universe.
And what we can do is we can say Sandeep is saying it's a non-Marvel Bruce. It's any other Bruce. I'm saying it's the Hulk.
You're saying it's the Hulk, and Sandeep, you're saying it's all other Bruces.
No, I'm good with Bruce Campbell. Let's go.
Okay, not taking the giveaway by Omar, the cocky giveaway. I am sorry, you are wrong on basically both counts.
What?
Okay.
So
it's the Norse goddess that they care about. They don't give a shit about the movie.
So Hela's
Bruce.
name was Poof, was loaned to D-Man's brother, and then after eventually getting back, D-Man's brother had named the cat Hela. They stuck with Hela. It's entirely possible that the brother's renaming may have been Marvel or whatever, but D-Man, who owns the cat, justification is, well, my brother renamed them, and we stuck with it. Bruce, in this case, is not Bruce Campbell. It is not Bruce Banner. It is, hello, Bruce, from the Monty Python sketch of the same name.
Oh, my God.
I love it. That's a great... Okay, that's a good reason to be wrong. At least it wasn't...
I'm satisfied.
You're unsatisfied? You are satisfied or unsatisfied?
I'm satisfied with the tie. I'm satisfied with us.
With that performance at the end, I'm very satisfied with the tie.
I just didn't want to hear
bylaws
Bruce because that's what they named him at the shelter. That's all. I would have left the show. Nice. Oh well, everybody's got some cute kitties and doggos. I was hoping we were gonna get like a lizard or like a
snake,
chinchilla.
a little dust bathing chinchilla. Folks, thank you so much for sending in your animals. These were such good animals.
Yeah, this was such a blast. It was like lovely to see all of our all of our contributors' pets.
Yeah, and if you didn't get a chance to contribute your pet for this, hop in the Discord and submit your pet pics now.
Yeah, get in the hashtag pets channel in our Discord. You can still submit our pets, and we'll still see them. They just won't necessarily be on the pod.
Or maybe we'll just just the next 4 podcasts will just be pets.
All pets. This is Pets Part 1
all the time.
Well, speaking of someone who is close to animals, should we hop to our Daisy of the Week?
We sure should.
All right, folks. This week, our Daisy of the Week is Gary Maliki. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Gary is an animal welfare activist in India and the trustee of People for Animals, India's largest animal welfare organization. A protege of Miss Gandhi, she has led successful campaigns for animal rights, including campaigns against the practice of sacrificial slaughtering of cattle. She started working for People for Animals in Lucknow in 1995 as a volunteer, where she played a vital role in setting up the first animal shelter in the city. She also helped raise funds for the shelter, conducted adoption programs for rehabilitating abandoned dogs, and facilitated the coordination of animal ambulance services for animals in distress.
Yes, in 2019, Gauri began a campaign to get the government to realize its past commitments to improve animal welfare. She wrote to each of India's states regarding a 10-year-old directive to form state animal welfare boards. And in 2020, Maliki asked India's Supreme Court to issue a writ to require states to create state animal welfare boards. She's just basically like, we should care about animals. You guys, can we care about animals? Let's care about animals. And so for our Desi Week, it is the activist Gauri Maliki.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, look at her. Look at her with her
amazing work.
Holding a chicken.
Amazing work.
And I'm sure not easy work out there. Is my guess.
Just absolutely incredible. Folks, that's been our show. As always, if you want to see our lovely faces, the VOD and other ways you can hang out with us are in the show notes. If you could do us a huge favor, I'm going to take a break from the script and ask a personal favor. Could you go ahead and wherever the podcast is available, go and give us a rating, a positive rating. That would be huge. That would be great. Maybe leave a comment. Because that helps.
So colloquially,
yeah. I just want to folks. I'm gonna crumple up this speech that I prepared earlier.
Oh my!
Toss it behind me. over my shoulder, and then pull out the cue cards that I prepared for this extra part. That helps a lot. And if there's anything that you want to let us know, comments, suggestions, feedback, you can send that to us at abcdpodcastshow@gmail.com or hit us up in Discord and let us know. We love hearing what you like and don't like.
Yeah, that is correct. And one final bit of love to our sponsors, DesiQuest. Go to DesiQuest.com to check out the TTRPG actual play show that stars me and Omar and other really, really great folks. So hit that up and then join our mailing list, because that's the way we can give you up-to-the-minute news about the show.
Yes. And now it's the time.
Yes.
It's time. Delvin, we've given you as much time as we can afford.
Yep.
We stretched as long as we could.
Oh, we're locked in. There's no stretching required. Any moment you're ready to launch into us.
Oh, no. I hate that confidence.
We are all set up. So we had a few suggestions in chat. A couple weren't workable because they were copyrighted tracks. There's not really an equivalent alternative to. I mean, there's stuff that you could get the music for, but nobody would be able to hear us do it.
Okay.
But one suggestion in there was fairly broad and easily to acquire. You were doing this in ska.
Ska.
All right.
That's like, hold on, just like, I need to remind myself of ska. It's like Mighty Mighty Boston.
Here, I'm gonna give you a listen that only you can hear. Okay, so this is not going out to chat. It's not going to the stream.
Yeah.
Nasal.
You ready? You ready for that?
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Okay, here we go.
I was going.
All right. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Joshua Ryan, Tall BM, Galawuzak.
Benjamin Lowe, Hunter P. Brown, Miranda Hollander.
David Michael Long, Christina Romero.
Danny's Corner, Raylan Fox, Selena PPP.
Adam Nickerson, Never Sharon Tucker, Nervous Reagan, Sarah Aging, Grassy, Santa Cruz, and Totaka.
Jeremy O'Brien, Pete, Russell, Baruka, Saul, Baroon, Moldy Board.
Don't forget Ollie, Oxen Free, Philip Dizard, and Kylie Jingle too.
I thought you were gonna live with Toddy. Reverend Cantino. You know this girl. She's got the spark. It's God level Patreon, Laura Clark.
And the God level Patreon scribbles and flapjacks. The sexiest thing about this last guy. He's got a gorgeous
sexiest
face.
man in Ohio.
And his name is the real Brandon Payne.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It went to the bridge. It went to the bridge at the end of the song, and that fucked it up.
That was the bridge to Ohio.
Oh, beautiful. We always make such a choice to just name 3 names instead of 4. And when we're doing like 4 music.
The classic 3-line structure in songs is very popular.
That.
It's ABA.
Yeah,
it's
just
ABC.
AAB. Yeah, ABC.
Folks, the show is produced by Diego Lamnau. The show's technical director and sound designer, you heard his voice, is Devin Neville. The show's executive producers are Sandeep Parikh and Anand Shah. This is edited by Sean Marr. Music by Harshal Sisodia, Jasveer Singh, and Malik Zaveri. This has been an EffinFunny production. On behalf of our co-host, the clear voice Sandeep Parikh, I've been your muddly voiced host, Omar Najam. May your chakras be aligned and smothered in chutney.